The newest season of Atlanta is hitting on every cylinder possible. If three was them doing kind of an anthology, almost short series, this is them taking their characters to the limits. I want to say I think they're pushing each character as we've known them and seeing like what ticks with them, what their next progression is going to be. One of my favorite ones has been episode 3, Born to Die. I think it is a perfect episode. This comes from, and I believe there's the Evil Sisters still get credited as one. I'm gonna call them the Evil Sisters. They did this episode. They had done Honk for Jesus, one of my favorites out of Sundance. That's out on Peacock now, and I know they're from Atlanta and they really want to do an episode. Boy, did they do an episode. I think there's a lot in this season where Gambino is venting about a lot of the stuff he's done in Hollywood. He's done all the Disney stuff with The Lion King. I feel there's subtle like nods to it. His wins from the Grammys, his subtle nods to it. He is finding a way to not pull the Euphoria. What's the Netflix movie?
Oh, Malcolm and Marie.
He's not pulling a Malcolm and Marie.
It's not too self-indulgent, referential.
Okay, like that's not too. That's Malcolm and Marie is so past that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It was like he does it in such a subtle way where it's like one of the characters will just make a mention of the Grammys. You're like, oh, that's fine. Wait, you won one. Oh, that's an interesting. This is like you commenting in your own art. Yeah. And it's just been hitting on all cylinders. I absolutely love this season of Atlanta. We didn't hate 3.
No.
But this is, I think, what people wanted from 3. And it is superseding it in every way, shape, or form.
Awesome.
I am fully aware that there's only 10 episodes, so we're down to, 6 more?
6 left.
But even the last episode that they played, which was the Light Skin Dead, wow. What an awkward but very real scenario to be in with a family if you've ever had something this dysfunctional happen around you. I think he's just able to hit those pockets of everybody knows that family member, everybody knows that awkward thing that you're not supposed to say, even though everybody knows about it. And then someone decides to mention it anyways. I think it's really good, dude. I like it a lot. Have you not seen one episode?
Not from this season, man. I've just, I'm just worried. I did the same thing with The Good Place, which was one of my favorite shows, and then like the 4th season came, and I just didn't watch it, and I still haven't.
You still haven't?
I still haven't, because season finales make me sad, man. I don't want my friends to go away.
You know they're not. Oh man! Well, I hope you do get
Serious
to this
finales.
one. I hope you get to this one before you. Get
I will for sure. I can't.
Good Place.
I love the show so much that knowing it's there is sort of just like eating at me. Mm-hmm. But it's a little bit like what you're saying in that like I also want to be of the right mind, and between the film festivals and getting a little bit sick, like I just haven't felt like relaxed and
you want to give it your whole
with brain space. Yeah, because just the show is so great when it's great, and
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So easily, without a doubt, Atlanta is at my top. The first 4 episodes that they've had have been fantastic. I think my brother's been rewatching the first couple of seasons because when he first saw it, he thought it was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
And I was getting more into it, and I think it's able to bring back a lot of those crazy moments from season 1 and 2 that made it so popular, while very much focusing on the characters. I think that's what a lot of people thought 3 was missing, is that we would just get like an anthology episode that I thought added to its themes. But being able to follow the characters more head-on, I think really helps this season.
Yeah, for sure. So, Atlanta, we'll talk about it more, I'm sure. Want to bring Elliot back to maybe do our favorite Atlanta episodes ever when the series wraps up. So, we'll get into that. The other show that I am definitely coming back for as often as I can, as often as they'll let me, as often as they'll dispense 30-minute increments of it, is Atlanta season 4. This show is back to, I think, the level of quality that we expected, hoped for. As much as I am a defender of season 3, I do feel like that is the show's weakest season. And now that we're halfway through season 4, I almost feel comfortable saying season 4 is better than season 3 of Atlanta. It's just more of the things that we wanted, more time with the characters, even if it is seeing these characters go on their solo adventures, as we did with the 5th episode, Work Ethic, which follows Zazie Beetz' character on a day at Chocolate Studios, in a episode that I think, to me, for reasons that are probably very obvious and other reasons that maybe are not so obvious, felt like an echo of the famous Teddy Perkins episode of Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, so the Mr. Chocolate episode, sending up Tyler Perry's studio in Atlanta, just is so absurd and mysterious and funny. I just found this to be one of the most hilarious episodes of the show, in the absurdism and just how bizarre some of their creations are. So how funny it is that they're able to, in one line, echo real life in a way that most shows struggle to, and then in this following line do something completely bizarre and unheard of, and just, unique. It never really feels like a show that's copying anything else, and this last episode is some of the strongest, like, endorsements of those qualities. I agree with Ryan. I could use a little more Darius. I did love his storyline a couple episodes ago with the Target lady chasing him. It follows, but yeah, I mean, I'm confident that we'll get it in a way that I wasn't confident we'd get from season 3, because season 3, they really indulged all the different, like, threads they wanted to dive down, and this one feels ultimately like it's coming together, uh or focusing on the characters in a way that's really nice. Like, there's this one episode a couple episodes ago involving a children's author, and even that, how it's able to play into the greater Atlanta storyline, feels a little bit more cohesive than a lot of the episodes in season 3 did, as much as I loved a lot of season 3. So season 4, some excellent stuff from Donald Glover and the team. I am not really ready yet to say goodbye to this show, so I'm, like, both excitedly clicking the episodes now that I'm back into it, but trying to, like, not go through them too. I don't know how to balance it. I guess I'm just gonna watch them whenever they make them available, and rewatch them because these ones are pretty rewatchable too.